In the grim darkness of the Warhammer 40,000 universe, the Chaos Gods reign supreme, each embodying a distinct aspect of chaos, desire, and human emotion. These four malevolent deities, Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch, are not mere antagonists. They are complex entities that shape the very fabric of reality, wielding immense power over their followers and the cosmos at large. Each god has a unique history, characteristics, and a legion of devoted worshippers whose actions reflect their Dark Master's will. Khorne, the blood god, is the embodiment of violence, war, and bloodshed. His influence permeates every battlefield, where the clash of arms and the cries of dying warriors serve to feed his insatiable hunger for blood. Khorne thrives on the chaos of conflict, finding strength in the hatred and fury that drive beings to kill. His followers, including the notorious World Eaters, revel in the brutality of combat, seeking glory through the act of slaughter. The mantra "Blood for the Blood God" encapsulates Khorne's essence, urging his followers to spill blood in his name, believing that each drop nourishes their Dark Master. The World Eaters were once a proud Space Marine legion, noble in their loyalty to the Emperor, but their descent into madness began during the Horus Heresy. Under the leadership of Angrom, their Primarch, they abandoned their former ideals, embracing a path of unrelenting violence. The transformation was brutal. They became frenzied warriors, marked by their rage and bloodlust. Khorne rewards his champions not with gifts but with the thrill of combat, the joy of killing, and the promise of glory in battle. The World Eaters are known for their brutal tactics, charging headlong into battle with chainswords and axes, driven by a singular desire to claim as many kills as possible. They often seek out the strongest foes, relishing the challenge, as each victory brings them closer to Tzeentch's favor. Khorne's influence extends beyond the World Eaters. His followers can be found in various forms throughout the galaxy, from the vicious bloodletters, demonic manifestations of his will, to mortal cultists who seek to please him through acts of violence. Khorne's warbands are known for their brutality, often engaging in mindless slaughter, driven by the primal urge to kill. The Blood God encourages his followers to compete for glory in combat, rewarding those who claim the greatest number of kills. This has led to a grim hierarchy among Khorne's champions, with the most successful warriors rising to positions of power within his ranks. The Blood God's influence is also felt in the realms of the mortal and the demonic. Khorne's demons are terrifying manifestations of his will, each embodying the relentless drive for violence and bloodshed. Bloodletters, with their razor-sharp claws and insatiable thirst for battle, are dispatched to the material realm to sow chaos and destruction. The very presence of Khorne's demons is a harbinger of death, as they carve a bloody path through any who oppose them. As Khorne's power grows, so too does the number of his followers, drawn to the promise of strength and glory in combat. In stark contrast to Khorne's brutal nature is Slaanesh, the Dark Prince of Pleasure. Slaanesh embodies excess, hedonism, and the pursuit of sensory experiences. Born from the excesses of the Eldar civilization, Slaanesh represents the darker side of desire, showing that the pursuit of pleasure can lead to ruin and despair. The followers of Slaanesh, notably the Emperor's children, are captivated by their god's gifts, which range from ecstasy to profound pain. They are drawn to the extremes of sensation, often indulging in debauchery and self-indulgence. The Emperor's children were once esteemed for their pursuit of perfection and excellence, but their fall from grace was swift. Under Fulgrim, their Primarch, they sought to push the boundaries of what it meant to be perfect, leading to a descent into decadence and cruelty. Slaanesh's influence encouraged them to seek pleasure at any cost, often resulting in horrific acts of violence and sadism. The Emperor's children fight not just to win, but to create a spectacle, a horrific performance of beauty and violence. Their battles are often accompanied by haunting melodies, and they view combat as an art form where suffering and ecstasy intertwine. Slaanesh's gifts manifest in their ability to manipulate emotions, leading enemies into despair or ecstatic madness, making them formidable foes on the battlefield. Slaanesh's demonic legions, such as the Seekers of Slaanesh and the Keeper of Secrets, embody the god's themes of beauty and excess. The Seekers are lithe and agile, embodying the pursuit of pleasure and the thrill of the hunt, while the Keepers of Secrets are powerful manipulators, adept at weaving webs of intrigue and temptation. The demons of Slaanesh often engage in psychological warfare, ensnaring their victims in a web of desire and confusion, leading them to madness or despair. The allure of Slaanesh is intoxicating, and many who encounter his followers find themselves drawn into a world of excess they cannot escape. Nurgle, the plague god, represents decay, disease, and the inevitability of death. Often depicted as a grotesque, bloated figure, Nurgle embodies the idea that life is a cycle of rot and renewal. His followers, the Death Guard, view decay not as something to be feared but as an intrinsic part of existence to be embraced. Nurgle teaches that suffering is inevitable and that acceptance of this truth can lead to a twisted form of joy. The Death Guard once served the Emperor, but fell to Nurgle's influence during the Horus heresy, led by Mortarion, their primarch. Mortarion's own struggles with death and decay resonated with Nurgle's teachings, leading him to willingly embrace the plague god's gifts. The Death Guard became the harbingers of plagues, spreading disease across the galaxy and reveling in the suffering they cause. Their very presence is a blight upon the battlefield, as their enemies succumb to sickness and despair. The Death Guard do not fear death. They have embraced it, finding strength in their afflictions. Nurgle's gifts manifest in their resilience to injury and their ability to spread diseases that weaken and demoralize their foes. They march into battle clad in rusted armor, embodying the rot that Nurgle represents, and their relentless advance is a testament to the inevitability of decay. Nurgle's demonic legions, such as plague bearers and great unclean ones, spread disease and despair with every step. Plague bearers are the foot soldiers of Nurgle, embodying the essence of rot and decay, while great unclean ones are powerful manifestations of Nurgle's will, spreading pestilence and corruption wherever they go. Nurgle's followers often find joy in the act of spreading disease, believing that they bring a form of salvation to those who suffer. The grotesque nature of Nurgle's demons is a stark reminder of the inevitability of decay and the acceptance of mortality. Finally, we arrive at Tzeentch, the changer of ways, the god of change, knowledge, and manipulation. Tzeentch embodies the complexity of fate and the endless cycle of creation and destruction. Unlike the other Chaos gods, whose followers often seek immediate gratification through violence or pleasure, Tzeentch's followers are schemers and manipulators, wielding the power of sorcery and deception. Tzeentch thrives on the ambitions and desires of mortals, manipulating their fates to suit his whims. His realm is a constantly shifting landscape, filled with secrets and mysteries, where nothing is ever truly as it seems. The Thousand Suns, Tzeentch's most devoted followers, were once a proud legion of space marines, dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. However, their quest for forbidden knowledge led to their downfall. Under Magnus the Red, their primarch, they sought to unlock the secrets of the universe, only to be punished by the Emperor for their hubris. Their transformation into dust and ash marked their commitment to Tzeentch, and they became powerful psykers capable of manipulating reality. Tzeentch rewards his followers with sorcery and the ability to alter the course of events, making them formidable opponents. The Thousand Sons engage in elaborate schemes and plots, often working behind the scenes to manipulate outcomes to their advantage. Tzeentch's demonic legions, such as the Changebringers and Horrors of Tzeentch, embody his themes of change and manipulation. Changebringers are adept at shaping the battlefield, while Horrors unleash devastating psychic powers that can warp the very fabric of reality. Tzeentch's followers are known for their cunning and intelligence, often outmaneuvering their enemies through deception and subterfuge. Their ability to manipulate fate makes them unpredictable adversaries as they twist events to serve their purposes, often leaving chaos and confusion in their wake. The conflict between the Chaos Gods is as intricate as it is brutal. Khorne's followers despise Slaanesh for what they perceive as weakness, viewing the pursuit of pleasure as a distraction from the true glory of battle. The two gods often find their followers clashing on the battlefield, with Khorne's rage-driven warriors seeking to spill blood, while Slaanesh's followers aim to ensnare their opponents in webs of ecstasy and pain. These battles are marked by a visceral intensity, as each side vies for dominance, their gods whispering promises of power and favor. Nurgle and Tzeentch are locked in an eternal struggle as well. Nurgle embodies stagnation and decay, while Tzeentch represents change and transformation. Nurgle sees Tzeentch's constant upheaval as a threat to the natural order, while Tzeentch views Nurgle's decay as an impediment to potential and growth. Their followers engage in a never-ending battle as Nurgle's plagues seek to corrupt the schemes of Tzeentch, while Tzeentch's manipulations attempt to unravel the stability that Nurgle represents. This dynamic creates a complex relationship where each god seeks to undermine the other, leading to a cosmic game of chess played out across the galaxy. The influence of the Chaos Gods is felt throughout the Warhammer 40,000 universe, shaping the destinies of countless worlds. The Legions of Chaos conduct campaigns of annihilation against the Imperium, their dark ambitions manifesting in a myriad of forms. Each battle becomes a reflection of their god's desires, with Khorne's legions seeking bloodshed and glory, Slaanesh's followers indulging in depravity, Nurgle's harbingers spreading disease and despair, and Tzeentch's schemers manipulating events from the shadows. As the Imperium struggles to maintain order amidst this chaos, the conflicts between the Chaos Gods ripple through the fabric of reality, leading to devastating consequences. The forces of order are constantly challenged by the insidious influences of chaos, which seek to corrupt and undermine the very essence of humanity. The narrative of Warhammer 40,000 is one of resilience and despair, as the champions of humanity fight against the overwhelming tide of chaos that threatens to engulf them. The battles fought in the name of the Chaos Gods serve as a backdrop for exploring deeper themes within the Warhammer 40,000 universe. The struggle against chaos is not merely a physical confrontation, but also a moral and philosophical battle. Heroes are tested in ways they never expected, grappling with their own desires, fears, and the seductive allure of the dark gods. The choices they make in the face of temptation define their paths, as they navigate a universe fraught with danger and moral ambiguity. The legacies of Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch are etched into the annals of history, shaping the destinies of mortals across the galaxy. The conflict between these gods serves as a reminder of the fragility of existence, the duality of human nature, and the eternal struggle between light and darkness, order and chaos. In the Warhammer 40,000 universe, the influence of the Chaos Gods is both a curse and a consequence of the choices made by mortals, reflecting the darker aspects of existence that lie within us all. As the galaxy continues to spiral into chaos, the influence of the Chaos Gods remains ever present. Their legions march on, fueled by ambition and desire as they seek to claim dominion over the souls of mortals. The struggle for power, meaning, and the very soul of humanity unfolds across the stars, each conflict a manifestation of the eternal battle between chaos and order. The stakes are high, and the consequences of failure are dire, as the forces of chaos threaten to engulf the galaxy in their dark embrace. In the end, the Warhammer 40,000 universe serves as a canvas for exploring the complexities of human nature, the consequences of ambition, and the eternal struggle against chaos. The influence of the Chaos Gods will continue to shape the narrative of this grim reality, as the legacies of Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch echo through the ages, a testament to the enduring power of hope, despair, and the choices that define our existence. The battle for the soul of the galaxy is far from over, and as long as sentient beings possess the capacity for desire and ambition, the influence of chaos will remain a haunting spectre, waiting to be unleashed once more. The saga of the Chaos Gods and their followers is a dark reflection of the struggles inherent in the human experience, a reminder that within each individual lies the potential for both greatness and ruin. The Warhammer 40,000 universe challenges us to confront our own demons, to grapple with the chaos that resides within, and to seek meaning in a reality where the line between order and chaos is perpetually blurred. Each battle, each conflict, and each choice made in the face of darkness adds to the rich tapestry of lore that defines this iconic setting, ensuring that the stories of Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch will resonate for generations to come. As we delve deeper into the nature of the Chaos Gods, it becomes clear that their influence extends beyond mere conflict. Khorne's thirst for blood not only drives his followers to violence, but also creates a culture of honor and competition among them. The most successful warriors earn the respect and admiration of their peers, fostering a sense of camaraderie built on shared bloodshed. This blood bond among Khorne's followers can lead to fierce rivalries as they seek to outdo one another in acts of violence, striving to prove themselves worthy of their god's favor. Conversely, Slaanesh's followers dwell in a world of excess and indulgence that can lead to both ecstasy and despair. The pursuit of pleasure often leads to the breaking of taboos as his followers explore the darkest corners of their desires. This exploration can result in a profound sense of alienation, as the very acts that bring them pleasure may also lead to their ruin. Slaanesh's influence creates a paradox. The more one seeks pleasure, the more elusive it becomes, often leading to a cycle of addiction and despair. Nurgle's teachings, while seemingly grim, offer a perspective on suffering that is both comforting and unsettling. His followers find solace in the acceptance of decay and mortality. Nurgle's philosophy teaches that suffering is universal, and that by embracing it, one can find a sense of belonging and understanding. This acceptance can foster a unique bond among Nurgle's followers, who often see themselves as part of a greater cycle of life and death, united in their shared experiences of suffering. The grotesque nature of their existence becomes a form of twisted camaraderie as they revel in the decay that surrounds them. Tzeentch's followers, on the other hand, navigate a world of endless change and uncertainty. The pursuit of knowledge and power often leads them down treacherous paths as they seek to manipulate fate to their advantage. Tzeentch's influence creates a culture of paranoia and ambition, where betrayal is commonplace and trust is a rare commodity. The constant shifting of alliances and loyalties among Tzeentch's followers mirrors the chaotic nature of their god, as they vie for power and knowledge in a universe defined by uncertainty. The interrelations between the Chaos Gods and their followers create a rich tapestry of conflict and intrigue, reflecting the complexity of existence itself. Each god's influence shapes not only the actions of their followers, but also the broader narrative of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. The ongoing struggle for power among the gods, mirrored in the actions of their legions, serves as a reminder of the inherent chaos that defines reality. As the forces of chaos clash against the Imperium and one another, the consequences of their actions ripple through the galaxy. The battles are not merely physical confrontations, they are manifestations of deeper philosophical struggles, where the ideologies of each god play out on the grand stage of existence. The champions of Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch, represent the extremes of human experience, embodying the desires, fears, and ambitions that lie within all sentient beings. The Warhammer 40,000 universe is a reflection of the human condition, exploring themes of ambition, despair, and the search for meaning in a chaotic world. The influence of the Chaos Gods serves as a lens through which we can examine the darker aspects of existence, prompting us to confront our own desires and the choices we make in the face of temptation. The eternal struggle between chaos and order, light and dark, is not just a backdrop for the narrative. It is a fundamental aspect of the human experience. As we continue to explore the lore of Warhammer 40,000, it becomes evident that the Chaos Gods are not merely antagonists. They are complex entities that embody the multifaceted nature of existence. Their influence shapes the destinies of countless beings, driving them to acts of violence, indulgence, decay, or manipulation. The legacies of Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch will endure, echoing through the ages as a testament to the eternal struggle for power, meaning, and the very soul of the galaxy. In this ongoing saga, the battles fought in the name of the Chaos Gods serve as reminders of the fragility of existence. The choices made by mortals in the face of chaos reflect the deeper truths of the human experience, where ambition can lead to both greatness and ruin. The influence of the Chaos Gods is a constant presence, shaping the narratives of heroes and villains alike as they navigate a universe defined by conflict, ambition, and the eternal search for meaning amid chaos. Ultimately, the Warhammer 40,000 universe invites us to ponder the nature of chaos itself and the choices we make in the face of it. The legacies of the Chaos Gods remind us that the battle against chaos is not merely a struggle for survival. It is a quest for understanding, redemption, and enduring hope that can emerge even in the darkest of times. As we witness the unfolding narrative of this grim universe, we are left to grapple with the complexities of existence, the allure of chaos, and the eternal struggle for the soul of humanity. The influence of Khorne, Slaanesh, Nurgle, and Tzeentch will continue throughout the ages, shaping the fates of those who dwell in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. As long as there are stories to tell and battles to fight, the legacy of the Chaos Gods will endure, reminding us that at chaos, hope remains the truest weapon of all.